Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vermont. Today, the Brewster Ridge course sets the stage for our last group play before the Match Play Championship. Who will advance to the finals in November? Find out live on the Disc Golf Network. Kristen will not be playing, of course, then in the Match Play Championship. Jessica has been eliminated, and what we're seeing is that Silva Saarinen right now is looking to advance to the championship along with Kona Montgomery. And now we look at this exciting matchup between Rebecca and Paige. Basically, whoever wins will move on. And then we look at a battle of the cats, the cat fight, as we obviously would have to call it if we're going to lean into our puns. We're going to see Katrina Allen and Kat Murch. Whoever wins will move forward. So there's the point differential is going to come into play. Everything we've been kind of looking at all year long is going to come into play today in terms of who advances. That's the most complicated group.
Cat's opponent in this match?
Cat, the chance to win the hole. This is for birdie. And Allen strikes first.
You can barely see the red of the basket through these trees. Oh, wow. What a line from Rebecca. That was incredible.
Cox currently one up on Pierce. And with the closest drive thus far, she's well inside the circle, looking for a birdie. Pressure on Pierce.
Oh, yeah. All right. Nice.
The group likes it. They're not going to be sure how close it is, but I'm going to say that's within 5 feet of where Rebecca's just landed. So matching shots. Just inside the circle for Murch. Now inside the basket. Great putt.
And probably obstructed coming back.
Allen to match. What a battle we're going to see here today, if this is any indication after the first couple of holes.
Oh.
A lot of trees for Pierce to navigate around, and she's not clear. So now out in the fairway, looking at a long chance at birdie, likely a par coming. Meanwhile, Rebecca underneath the pin.
Nice. If you're going to get past that landing zone, you need to ride that right side, and Holland is perfectly in the middle of that kind of second tunnel on this hole.
Hanley, easy forehand approach.
Wow.
That's the kind of putt you want on this hole. You have to throw it up in the air, and timing can be really challenging. So you always see these players ending up around circle's edge. It's tough to get as close as Holland did. Really nice shot from Allie. This is a putt not close enough to not think about, but wow. That was quite the distance for that style of putt.
Pierce currently down one to Rebecca.
That's a great shot. Another blind throw, so you have to just rely on what you practiced and what tree in the distance you were aiming at and what height you need to get around this corner, and then you let the disc do the work as it fades down to the pin.
Katrina set up with a birdie look. This is to win the hole. Go one up on Murch.
Yeah.
Dialed.
That's money.
all your power behind that shot. You can throw it full power to hit the line, and then the disc will finish to the right toward the pin. This looks great from Allie as well. Nice little skip inside the circle.
You're looking for that to move left. You can't have it go that far straight. She's going to be off the fairway.
And you're already taking the longer route to the pin.
Rebecca might have the easy pickup on that hole. We're back with Hanley throwing her second on the 7th. Just prime positioning.
That's as easy as an upshot gets on this hole, and she steps up, throws a great upshot, keeps it close. View from the cart.
Just thinking I was keeping Missy grounded.
There's a nice shot on hole 9. That is how it's done. 310 feet to this basket, and you want to hit the ground short, just like what Holland did. Allow that additional speed to skip up underneath the basket, stay close.
Okay. Well, Deanne Carey's going to match on the 9th. Meanwhile, we've got a cat fight over here on the 12th.
This is really high for Katrina, drifting to the left. And Katrina's down there putting for birdie, so this is important for Kat to put a little pressure on Katrina. Give it a run. Good line, but not the height.
Also looking to go one up on her match.
Wow. I love the extension that Paige had behind that release. She gave it everything to that very last moment to make sure the disc is online.
You play disc golf long enough, you can relate to this experience. You adjust your stance, you change your putter, you make all these little tweaks to improve your form. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to go back to fundamentals. That's exactly what we did with the Octothorpe. More stable, more refined, more features for the modern disc golfer. This is the Octothorpe reimagined.
Short, but maybe most importantly, she has a completely wide open look to the pin. Paige is going to have some obstruction to probably deal with. Park chop. Murch finding her groove and then showing us.
Just like you
Alan trying to answer.
Merch is saying, you paying attention?
Nice flip up, and yes, Alan does answer with a good tee shot. That shallow circle too. Good looking spot here for Rebecca Cox. We've seen her make a couple of them from that range. So Pierce, instead of being 2 up, will go just 1 up through 14.
See how they play it.
Yeah, as we're watching Rebecca tee off, I'm going to throw it out to Brian just for a second. Brian, did this hole need to get tougher for the FPO field?
You know, I'm not sure that it did, but I think it's a beautiful shot that it makes the players throw. It kind of makes the players think more about that backhand turnover than just throwing kind of a stock overstable sidearm. So, yeah, I don't know if it needed to get harder scoring-wise, but aesthetically, the shot that these players are having to throw is pretty sweet to watch.
Thank you, Brian, as we just watched Paige misfire again. She's watching on as Pierce, after going out of bounds, is throwing her 3rd.
Wow.
And if Pierce can make that putt and save the 4, that would be incredible from way back.
That is crazy. I was thinking just how challenging it was to throw the backhand to get enough power to make the disc turn to the right from there is incredible.
Hanley's second shot on the 13th. And carry for par.
Way to go, D.
That's a solid putt. But Holland is right here, and this is not only for birdie, but to win the match. That is the match, which also then crushes any hopes that Allie Smith may have had left. Not only did Allie need to win, she needed some help, and she needed to win by a lot, and it's not going to happen. So Holland Hanley will be moving on to the Match Play Championships, taking place in Charlotte in November. Pierce with her third. Center of the fairway, just a standstill approach. And she's going to put it inside the circle. Well, we know that no matter what happens on the 17th, the 18th hole will be in play. Both of these matches. Katrina with her third. And nice and close. So looks like she'll be able to secure the par from short range. Cox looking to get up and down.
It almost skipped right off of
Murch from 27 feet. Doesn't like it. That means Katrina Allen will have a chance to go one up as they move to the 18th. Pierce scrambles into a par. And she picks up for Rebecca. So they will be going into the final hole all square with the championship on the line. They're trying to punch their ticket to play in Charlotte in November. We'll get to some of the tiebreaker scenarios, but first, Rebecca Cox. That is short, gets hung up. A good drive here could set up Pierce for the win. Cox out of position. Pierce.
Does this have enough power to get there?
And due to the hole differentials throughout the season, Kat Murch would have a tiebreaker win over Katrina if she can get this match back to all square.
Wow. I was wondering, Katrina lines up that left side and she misses her line completely. I was thinking Katrina maybe playing just for the par, really forcing Kat Murch to lace the shot, which is very challenging. Now the door is much more wide open.
Kat Murch's chances on the line, and that gets knocked down.
It's something to think about. There's that wire that cuts across the almost perfect height. Yep. Hits the top of the disc and just smashes it down. I would not bet against Katrina Allen missing a putt. I think Kat Murch should give this at least a good run. And that's
Unless it skips.
not the great way to do it.
Pierce to punch her ticket.
Let's go. Come on.
And she does it.
Oh, what a way to finish.
An Anheuser putt from long range from Paige Pierce will move her to the championship come November. And she's done it as well. Katrina Allen in on the 18th. She defeats Kat Murch, and Katrina Allen will be playing in Charlotte in November. And we can take a look at our Group A standings, where Holland Hanley and Ella Hansen will be moving on from Group A. Congratulations to them. And as we take a look at Group B, we see that Owen Scoggins and Katrina Allen are moving on. Well, quite a battle between Katrina and Kat, coming all the way down to the last couple of holes today. So congratulations to Owen and Katrina. Heading over to Group C, Missy Gannon and Paige Pierce. And our last set of finalists will be Kona Montgomery along with Silva Saarinen. Some tiebreakers coming into play there, along with Kristen then withdrawing from the year's play. So due to some tiebreakers, that's why we're going to see Kona Montgomery and Silva move into the championships.
Thanks for watching the Disc Golf Network on YouTube. Subscribe and like for more disc golf content.